right. So tonight, well, actually, yeah. Next Sunday next Sunday I was gonna have to prepare. I was preparing this message, but I got the text from Corey. So like, okay, well, I'll go with this, and then see what God has for us next Sunday. It's a parable. A lot of us know it, and I know it pretty well. And I read Our Daily Bread, and I had to reread it for Our Daily Bread, and it just kind of a different variation of it, came to light. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It's going to be Matthew chapter 25, verse 14. We'll go over the parable of the talents.
Matthew 25.
Matthew 25, verse 14. And I'm going to read over it, and then I'm going to go through it. Go through one meaning, and then show you a different meaning. New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Remember? Okay.
Verse what? 14. Okay, what are we on?
Matthew chapter 25, verse 14. Say amen when you get it.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Okay. Heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. Now some Bibles say king, mine says just a man, but it's man king. That's not really pertinent. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability, and immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise, he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also, who had received 2 talents, came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But the Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he who will have abundance. But from him who does not have any, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. This, of course, is one of the last parables that Jesus spoke before his crucifixion. And first I want to look at it just as a monetary thing. Okay, the king gave the servants 5 talents. I looked it up. A talent of gold is valued at $1 million.
Whoa.
Actually, over $1 million. So he gave the one guy, and he gave these people this money based upon their ability, because he's the Lord. He knows what you're running. He knows what is possible for you to do with it. So he gave the one guy $5 million. He gave the guy $2 million. He gave the other guy $1 million. It's the king. He can do that. Of course, that just my own personal, I just want to know how much a talent was.
I want to know.
I would like a talent. I would settle for. I would settle for the one talent, Lord. It's okay. I'm good. That would be very nice. So he who had the 5 talents, what did he do? He went out and he did good with his money. He made more, and he brought it. But he could have kept. And he made those 5 talents and said, "Oh, hey, here you go. Here's my money. Here's what you gave me. I didn't get anything else." But he didn't. He was faithful, even though he had earned twice. He had earned that over. He could have kept it, but he said, "Here, this is yours, and look, here's what I did with it." So the Lord said, "Well done, good and faithful servant," which is what we all want to hear at the end. Well done, good and faithful servant. Likewise, the 2 talents. He came in and he wasn't as wise with his funds, but he knew that he was going to be able to make. The Lord knew that he was going to make good work, so he gave him the 2 talents. He said, "Here, go." And he also took the 2 talents, created more, but gave all back to the Lord. Yeah, he's given both these, are given everything, given what the Lord gave them, but plus what they got from it. Then you have the last guy. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't talk to my boss this way. I wouldn't tell my boss, like, "Hey, you're a meaner, and you do things, you take things that aren't yours." And I was like, I personally, I would never say that to my boss, let alone my king or my master or whatever you want to, whatever person of authority. I don't see myself saying that to them. But he said, and of course Paul pointed out, who does it matter who seeds and who waters the harvest is the Lord's. It doesn't matter. So the Lord, of course, said, "You wicked and lazy servant, you know that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed." You knew what I expected of you. You know what I'm about. I was like, why could you could have done the very least. Basically, you didn't even do the least you could have done with this. You just buried it in the ground. And I said, "Oh, here." And in my Bible, it also italicized what is yours. So he basically said, "Here, God, you gave me this, but here you go. It's all dirty, but this is what you gave me, so I'm going to toss it back to you." And so what happens is, just like in a regular work environment or any kind of environment, it's like you have certain expectations of you. If you don't meet those expectations, you're not going to get the rewards. And it's unfortunate, it happens, but it happens to us all the time. It's like, does anybody not know what God wants you to do? I think He's pretty clear what God wants you to do. And that's what He's saying right here. It's like, you know what I want from you, but you don't do it. So I'm going to take what little bit I gave you, I'm going to give it to this person who already has a lot, because at least they know what to do with it. And I'm just going to toss you out because you're wicked, because you don't do what it is you're supposed to do, even though you know what it is you're supposed to do. And of course, that's just looking at it from a monetary standpoint. For example, money. God gives us financial blessings to take care of our household. And if we don't take care of our households, it's funny how when we don't take care of them, it gets even worse for us. It gets a lot worse. My first marriage, we didn't take care of our household. We didn't do well with our finances, and so it was always rough. It was always struggling. It was always just bad. I don't have it because we're good stewards of what we've been given. So into that, we're blessed because we know what we're supposed to do when we do it. Now that's just in the case of money. But of course, talent has another 2 talents, those are like our worship team. They're blessed with a gift, not to that degree, but they are blessed with a gift, and they use that to worship God and to help bring people in, bring people into fellowship with God and bring them in. However, then you have the third group who they have a gift, but they sit on it. They don't do anything with it, or they only do things to glorify themselves. That's like our worldly entertainers. People say like your Kanye West and people like that. They're only in it to glorify themselves. I mean, he even has a tour named Jesus. So, these people only glorify themselves. So they keep that gift that God's given them, because I believe God did bless them with that gift. However, they're not using it for God's glory. They're not using their talents to bring people closer. And that's what God expects of us. He gives you talents. He gives you certain abilities and skills, not for your own personal benefit, although that is part of it. Because you look at the one who had the 5 talents, he earned 5 more. He said, "Here, I'm going to trust you with a lot more now because you've done well with what I've given you." Same thing with the 2 talents. You've done well with what I've given you. I'm going to give you more. But then you have those that don't do anything with the talents they've been given, or rather, we look at it as they only glorify themselves, and then talent they have been given is taken away from them, and they're cast out. That's like there's several of the secular artists that they're popular for a little while and they're done. You never hear from them again. You look at unfortunately a case a lot of us, especially like I would say Miss Lori and Lynn and Ty and I, Whitney Houston's a prime example. She started off singing in her church choir. She had very uplifting songs. Granted, she was secular, but she didn't sing songs that you would be embarrassed, for someone to hear you listening to her. And she was sharing her talent with the world, but then she got, involved with the wrong people. And then she started to keep her talent to herself, get involved. Her songs became more secular, more not really appropriate. And then she just stopped performing at all. And then before she died, she tried to make a comeback, and it wasn't pretty. Her talent was gone. It's like, why? Because she buried it in the dirt. She buried it in the dirt and didn't want anybody else to share in it. And I implore you, it's like, don't bury your talent in the dirt. If you have a talent for something, it doesn't have to be, and sometimes it's not a talent that's going to be readily like, oh, hey, this person has this or that. This person can sing, this person can speak, this person can whatever. Some talents are more noticeable, but it doesn't make the other talents any less, because the ultimate goal is to bring those bring more to the Lord. The Lord's greedy that way. He wants more. He wants all. And of course, He gave us all, so that's kind of an expectation for us to give Him back all. And I've read this parable many times. Read the Bible cover to cover 4 times, and I can't count, honestly, lost track. And I always kind of looked at this parable as I looked at it from the monetary standpoint. You make some money, and like you don't do anything with your money, and that's bad. Okay, I get that. But it's so much more now. I see it for at least you guys don't agree with me, it's fine. You don't. But I see it as being more than that. You're given talents, you're given abilities that God expects you to use, expects you to do well with these, because He wants to say to you, "Well done, good and faithful servant." It's like, you think how much it will break God's heart, because He's going to have to say to more people than you could even possibly imagine, "You depart from me, you evil servant." You're going to be thrown out. You're going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth. God doesn't intend that for any of us. Nobody was intended to grow up to be evil, to kill people, and to live a life of degradation and sin. None of us were intended to rest of their life, we're supposed to make the most of what we've been given. We've been given all the different skill sets. We need to use it. We really need to use it because, if we don't use it, it's going to go to waste. And it's like, Corey has one of Corey's phrases go is going to get there like smoke. I don't want to smell like smoke. I hate the smell of smoke. I don't know you, but I hate the smell of smoke. Unless there's a burger underneath it. But I hate the smell of smoke. And I don't want to be in heaven smelling like smoke. Granted, I'll be happy that I'm in heaven, yay, but I don't want to smell like smoke. I'm going to be able to lay my tools at his feet, lay those, 5 talents that he gave me plus, 5 more at his feet because, I did well with this. I want to hear that, well done, good and faithful servant. I don't want to hear depart from you. So I implore you, God's given you gifts and you know what your gifts are. And trust me, everybody's got gifts and you know what your gifts are. Everybody knows what they're good at. You ask somebody, what are you good at? Everybody knows what they're good at. You might seem like something small to you. Might seem something insignificant to you. You know what? It's not insignificant to God because He gave you that talent. He gave you that ability. And sometimes it's just an ability that a skill set you have, so you can relate to someone to bring them closer to God. Look at Quinn with Antonio. I mean, look what Quinn's been the friend of Antonio, and look at Antonio now. Because they all started because they just had a common interests. They both like their hair, and they like their skateboards. But it can be something simple like that. To God, He tells the parable of the woman with the 99 coins. She loses that one coin, and she's tearing up her house. But she finds that one coin, and she's excited. Or the shepherd loses a sheep. He loses one sheep out of 100. He's combing the hillside for that one sheep, and he's going to rejoice for that one sheep. God's going to rejoice that for you. So He might have given you that skill set just to reach that one person. But you know what? That one person means something to God. It should mean something to you. I say, if you're not, you don't have the 5 talents, so what? You only got 2. Great. It's still better than none. And that's also the point is that He gave 3 people talents, but He didn't give anybody nothing. So everybody has a talent. Everybody has an ability to reach the lost. And that's the Great Commission. We're supposed to reach the lost. Whatever that talent is, I don't know. You've got to look inside yourself. Because you might just be relational thing that you're able to relate to people. Or relate to certain people that other people can't. And that's okay. Because you know what? We've got to reach all the lost, not just the ones that we like. Reach the ones we don't like too. I guess we're supposed to love them. Sometimes we don't like them very much. We're supposed to love everybody. And that's hard to do. Jesus did it. He went through quite a lot for us. And He's given you the talents. He's given you the abilities to reach the lost. And I implore you to do that. Reach out to like Ty and I, today we had this one lady for McDonald's, and bless her heart, we knew she would probably stay there hard, honestly. And some of the questions she was asking us were, were very simple and repeated questions. I was like, but you know what she said when she left? I believe in my heart that Jesus is not dead. You're right, He's not. He's not dead. And that was pretty awesome. Yeah. At first we were kind of like, talk to me. Eat my fries. Let me go. But I chastised myself, and mind chastised Ty. It's like, Ty, you don't have this. But it meant something to me, and I'm pretty sure it meant something to Ty too. And that's it. It's like look, something so simple. A kind word. Because, let's face it, sometimes people, we don't say kind words to people. You ever been in a place and you see 4 people sitting at the table and nobody is saying a word? Half the time they're not even looking at each other become so disconnected with people because of things like Facebook and InstaChat and this, that, and other. That we become desensitized. We don't know how to talk to just, here in the body, but, we have friends and family outside of here. We need to take more time. It's getting short. It's getting shorter every day. This world's going to get a handbasket. And that's great because, I'm tired of wearing all of this. Like something, better, lighter. I don't care about the hair. I haven't had hair for years, so I don't care about that. My heavenly body doesn't already have hair, so it's okay. I don't care. It's okay. You know what? Because I'm going to be beautiful in heaven. That's all. In heaven. That's right. Be beautiful in heaven. But again, just implore you, use your talents for it. Use your talents. There are people out there, there's friends out there, they're right on the cusp. They're right on the cusp of, but maybe they're going to lean towards, like, okay, maybe I'll start going to church. Maybe I'll start. It's awesome. My mother has finally started going back to church. She's been going for about a month now, I think every Sunday. So it's been good. Her work schedule works out, so her and her sister can both go, and it's great. And I'm ecstatic about that. That is awesome. And me and Ty just quietly, lived our life, and I hope we had, something to that we get, we're able to give her that, show her that example. And we quietly, give her little nudges, her Bible, or like a gift one year, and like little uplifting things. Planting seeds. You know what? Who cares who watered it? Somebody's going to get use out of the crop. That's all that matters. That's what this parable is about. Use what you've been given. Who cares? And like the Master said, I'm going to reap where I didn't sow. It's okay. Someone else reaps your seeds. Who cares? You planted it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The seeds you plant today might not be harvested until years from now. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you were faithful with what God gave you. You can always be faithful with what God gave you. Because guess what? If you're not faithful with what He gives you, He's going to take away what you consider what little bit He gave you. And like, okay, God gave us a talent, got $1 million. You consider that, that's nothing. $1 billion. He was given talent, and he disdained his talent. He just like, whatever. I'm not going to worry about this. That little bit was taken away. So be careful when you sit and you want to say, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that, or this person, is better than me at this or that or whatever. It doesn't matter. That's their prosperity. You know what? People are given more. Guess what? More is going to be expected of them. Favorite superhero. It's a great power, it's great responsibility. Yes, if there was Spider-Man reference in it, it's okay. But it's true. If God's given you a lot of talent, a lot of gifts, guess what? He expects a lot out of you. If He's only giving you a few things, well then He doesn't expect as much from you as He does from this person. So don't worry about what this person is doing that you can't do what this person is doing. Because guess what? This person has 5 talents and you only have 2. Guess what? You're not going to do as much with your 2 talents as he can do with his 5. It's not going to happen. But you know what? You can be faithful with what the 2 you've been given. You know what? He's still going to say to you, well done, good and faithful servant. So let's not only use our talents wisely, but be happy with the talents you've been given. As again, you haven't been given, which in your eyes that many, you're not ready for it. God, for some reason, has decided, hey, you know what? This is not for you. Kid, I love you, but it's not for you. I know you. This isn't for you. Trust God because He knows what He's doing. I love you guys, and I really want to see the church blossom. I want to see people on this side of the room, like the smelly people, because they want to sit next to them. It's a joke. But we want to see, lots of butts in the seats, and I'm sure, on Sunday we're going to see extra butts in the seat as well as every church same. Doesn't matter who's going to read. Doesn't matter who's